What is going on, guys? Welcome back to Hippo Supercoach, and today we've got the round 8 review. So gone up to 216 spots, back into rank 285. So look, we're clearly happy with that. It's been a couple of really bad weeks. This week didn't score amazing, had a few duds on the field, like a couple of 40s and 50s that really hurt. But that last Brisbane game, having Neil, both Ashcrofts, Zorko, really helps my rankings. So yeah, we're going to go through the Sunday games first. If you haven't watched the other videos, I went through the Saturday and Friday games a bit more in detail. So we'll go through them and then we'll get into my team. So let's start with Sydney. Chad Warner, 140. Thought he was pretty lucky to score that with those numbers. No goals, 24 touches. I guess 15 contested is always good. But yeah, I thought he was a bit lucky, but still, if you jumped on him, well done. That's a great pick. I don't know. I think he'll be a roller coaster. I'm going to talk a bit more about guys like Dawson and stuff soon, but yeah, I just think they're a little bit dangerous in my opinion. So yeah, we'll look at that one. Moving down, James Jordan, no, Heaney 83, just fades out of games, and he's firmly crossed off my trade targets, and my trade targets is really getting narrowed down to a small group of people, and I'm going to talk about them in a little bit. But yeah, Matt Roberts 82, a bit disappointing. Thought he was a little bit underscored, 25. I guess the 6 clangers is not going to help him. But yeah, big bad Matty Roberts. We'll still take the couple of 120s he's given us. Caden Cleary 63, really nice cash gen from him, so happy with that. If you have him on the bench, that's good. If you had him on field, it's probably not ideal. Riley Bice 49, this one hurts quite a bit. I don't think he's a trade personally, but yeah, really poor game. I don't think he gets dropped, but just yeah, frustrating one. I think you hold one more. If he does it again, then I'm happy to bin him, but look, I wouldn't be going early on Bice. He just turned up last week, so that being said, I will be going early on another player around that price. We'll talk about that in a minute. Moving on to Jed West, so Finn Callahan, well done to anyone that held him. Yeah, I think it looked really good. 33 touches, 8 tackles. I didn't know how good of a runner he was. I think he has one of the best 2K time trials in the whole league. So yeah, that's a really positive sign. Lockie Whitfield actually got tagged and still went 110 or 111. So he's an absolute must-have, non-negotiable. You need to get him at some point before you want to get your final team finalized. Yeah, so he's in my trade plans, but not this week. I'm looking at him next week with a relatively high break here. We're going to talk about that. Anyone else relevant from Delana had a poor game. I think he's a small forward, so unlucky. Yeah, didn't get a whole lot of it. 3 touches. Probably gets dropped. So yeah, a bit of an unfortunate debut. Tom Green 101. He's not on my radar whatsoever. Let's talk about the next game. Going to be quick with this one because I didn't have anyone, I don't think, from it. So no 1 ton for Richmond. Trainer 82. Well done to anyone that held him. Short 68. He's got to go. Yeah, not going to talk about anyone else. Hawthorn, on the other hand, Sicily 111. I mean, I hate Sicily. I really, I think I hate this Hawthorn team more than I hated their 3P team. And it's just because of people like Sicily. The shit he did where he did something to someone and then Taranto retaliated and they got a 50-meter penalty. He's such a little grub, dirty little weasel. Fuck him. I was glad Ken Hinkley did what he did in the finals, humbled him quite a bit. They're so arrogant, especially Sicily. I know the Wizard and Ginnivan and all that, they're arrogant as shit. Connor McDonald, but Sicily's the ringleader, all that cockiness. Far out. I can't stand him. He's just dirty as well. Yeah. Anyway, he won't be coming in my team on principle. Henry Huswaite 82. He's the only one from Hawthorn that I like because he's making us money. Yeah, So happy with that. Very happy I went early on him. I don't see him getting dropped. Fingers crossed he holds his spot with Connor Nash coming back in a couple of weeks. I think it'll be interesting. And Dylan Moore, was this a concussion? Or tax sub, I think. Hopefully they play him. I think they should play Husway. The thing is, if he doesn't get CBAs, where does he play? It kind of reminds me of the whole Sardis situation, which, yeah, it's not great. But fingers crossed we can get a couple of price rises out of him, get to 250k or something, and yeah, make more money than half the other rookies have. So yeah, Lloyd Meek, down game from him, 26 hitouts. I think it's 73 Supercoach, so a bit frustrating for Meek owners. And yeah, let's go to the Ashcroft show. My God, it's nice to get a good score from Will Ashcroft. Yeah, really happy with that. We had 34 touches, won the medal, 17 contested. Great bounce back from... We had a 99 last week, so he wasn't terrible. But a couple of down games, roughly, and had that 40 or a 50 before. So nice to get repaid for holding him. Yeah, pretty cool. You know, Dad presenting him with the medal. So yeah, good, nice fairy tale ending for Ashcroft and my team. McCluggage 127, back to his best again. Lockie Neal was the guy I traded in this week, so very happy with that. 124, 6 tackles, 25 disposals, 10 clearances. Yeah, that's Lockie Neal for you. Josh Dunkley 109, so bounced back from a couple of bad weeks. I think he had like 90% CBAs, so he definitely got his CBAs back, and it looked like Ashcroft got kicked out. So, but it's weird because Ashcroft doesn't need CBAs to score. How sustainable that kind of scoring will be is another question. But we'll take a look at it. Yeah. Levi Ashcroft, really good. So glad I held him. You have to hold him for the next few weeks. He's got North and he's got Melbourne. So very positive signs fixture-wise. Yeah, I think Zorko, all those guys, they should go big over the next 2 weeks. So really happy about that, owning, 4 or 5 Brisbane players. Yeah, so anyone else really relevant from Brisbane? Zorko, I mean, a little bit underscored. I think 20 kicks. Yeah, pretty stiff. I guess only 23 touches, but probably not a whole lot contested. Yeah, only 3. That definitely hurts him. Moving on to Gold Coast. Now, I'm sorry to anyone that traded in Matt Rao. My God, is he a fraud. What have they got the thing on him for? Did he play forward or something? Mashed up on Dunkley. Dunkley cooked him. I think it was more of a tag than a matchup. Could be wrong. That's terrible. 53. I wouldn't say trade him out, but gee whiz. He's a roller coaster and a half, this guy. I think he is a flat track bully. I'm starting to think that sprint coach isn't really a real thing. I think it's just he played shit teams at the start and had some nice scores, and yeah, unlucky. Really unlucky anyone that brought him in. I think it looked so good, but once again, he's proven to be a trap. So him, Steele, Tom Green, nope. I'm not going near any of those 3. Yeah. Anyone else from Gold Coast really relevant? Took Miller played well. If you have him, he's a bit of a pod. I probably wouldn't go there. Anderson slowed down. I think he was on like 50 at quarter time or 45 at quarter time. And then, yeah, that's pretty much it. So, let's look at the team. So, rank 285, scored the 2487, about 300 points off rank 1. Now, I'm going to be aggressive. And I know Flynn, he probably doesn't get dropped. Let's be real, he probably doesn't. But you know what, I don't even care because I need Tristan Cherry. Now, if I quickly bring up DFS Australia, bring it over here. And we're going to look at the fixture for... And I know this week is supposed to be a tough matchup. Personally, I don't think there's any tough matchup for Cherry. He's going to go big against everyone. He scores in so many ways. And the thing is, like, yes, Flynn could average 100 for the rest of the season. And that would be annoying. But at the same time, he's not a keeper. Now, he's not a keeper. Cherry is a guaranteed captain option every single week. And if you don't get him this week, he's going to be almost impossible to get. Look at Gorn, right? People didn't take a punt on Gorn. He's got 32 break even at 687k. Let's have a look at his price projections. Look at these price projections: 742, 751, 752. He's not going under 750 according to these price projections. Now I know these are some crazy scores, let's be honest, but let's say he goes at what he's averaging. Let's go 125. 125 project. Still not going to get much lower than 650k. So I don't think you can afford to wait. These guys are captain options. So if you don't have Gawn, you don't have Cherry, use Flynn to get them because you have a guaranteed VC and C every week. I don't know if I'll touch my midfield with the VC because these guys are that good. You swing DeConing to flex. So like I said, Flynn dropped or not, I think I'll get rid of him. I just think Tristan Cherry, sorry, what am I doing? So the way we fund that is Davidson out. So somehow Davidson's got to the forward line. What's going on here? Davidson out for... what's his name? Boxall. Happy to go early on Boxall. Don't think he gets dropped. St Kilda smashed. They'd be psycho to drop him. I mean, obviously sub risk is a real thing with Ross. I just do that because it's pissing me off. So, yeah, Dudley 77. Oh, we'll go through the team. No, we don't need to go through the team, actually. Yeah, we've pretty much spoken about everyone because in the videos, we're not going to go through the team. We're just going to jump straight into the trades. And we're also going to create some new trade plans. So we're going to open our notepad and basically we're going to get rid of the whole plan that we had. It's gone, okay? This is a new plan, all right? So, first things first, let's actually finish the trade and get Cherry, even though I already said I was going to. Leaves us with 172k in the bank. And I'm getting a captain option every week. The only thing I hate about this is that round 12 bye. It really cooks me. Look at this. I got 1, 2, 3, 4. We're not going to count Stone. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I don't think we can play Hall. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 if Dudley plays. So I think what happens is we have to use that 3 trades going into that round, almost guaranteed, just to correct some rookies, get some guys at least playing. Even if we have to go on debutants, we're going to probably have to do that. And sideways, a Camperelli, Moraes. Moraes will probably go next week. So what my plan is, ignoring the buys for now, is we need Lockie Whitfield. Now I'm pretty sure, so he doesn't have the early buy. So Whitfield's break even, I think he's like oh my God, what's going on? 130 or 140? 139, all right. So let's say he goes 110. I think he'll go about 110 against Geelong. It's a pretty hard matchup. 110. So we'll get him for 590, all right? So next week, it's around 10. Whitfield for Moraes. And who's the other one we're going to get rid of? Bice. Yep, so Whitfield for Moraes and Bice. Sorry for the... Alright, there we go. You can probably see that better. So that's guaranteed happening. Unless injuries and whatnot. Now, let's look at some upgrade targets, alright? So, this is the thing. These are the popular upgrade targets. Dawson, Sinclair, Neil, obviously. If you, I'm going to do my upgrade targets, okay? I know Neil's in there, but yeah. Who else do we have that people are looking to bring in? Dunkley. I don't think people are thinking Real anymore. Rankin's a possibility. Let's have a look at the players, because off the top of my head, I can't really think. Who are people bringing in? Bit of a longer video. Chad Warner, yep, forgot about him. Warner. Merritt. And then Bont and Butters, okay? So Bont and Butters. So these are the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. These are the 8 people looking to bring in that I don't own right now. Now, I'm really not sure on Dawson, okay? Now, I know, yes, he's got upside. He's got a great fixture. I can see why people are picking him, but I think he's a roller coaster. I think the role isn't even guaranteed. He played full forward in that fourth quarter last week. I don't trust it, so I'm ruling him out completely. Jack Steele, all those kind of guys, I'm ruling them out as well. I want guys now, and I know I've said play the value game the whole time, but all of a sudden I'm changing my mind and I want the big guns, because I think we can afford to field some of these rookies for the time being, especially with flex. Now that my flex is TDK, well, I think we can afford to field like a Bice, Hustwaite, Boxall for a little bit, even though Bice will be gone next week. If Bice isn't gone, it'll be Levi. One of them will make way for Lockie Whitfield, and he will be my D6. So my backline will be done. Sinclair is one that I definitely want to keep an eye on because you can get him cheap. Dunkley, I'm pretty much a no-no on. I've got too many Brisbane players now that I've got Neil. Rankin, I'm a no-no on because I've already got a full forward line. Now, if Caleb Daniel doesn't turn out, maybe we look at it. I don't think so, though. I'm pretty set on Caleb Daniel. Chad Warner, same as Rankin. I've already got a full forward line. I don't want him. I think he's a roller coaster. Just remember, Callum Mills is coming back in 1 or 2 weeks. So he's going to take CBAs. And who has to go out? It's probably going to be Warner. I could be wrong, but also got Goulden to come back in like 6 weeks. So if you want Supercoach finals, he could be a really big trap if he starts playing more forward. Then it comes down to these 4. And I think these guys are the last ones that I want. So the question is, what's the priority order? I think it's Bont. Clearly Bont is ASAP after round 12. Like, literally need to get him as soon as I possibly can. How are we going to do it? Well, it's probably going to be Chera. I think Chera will have to sacrifice. Then we look at Sinclair. Oh, I forgot about... How did I forget about Dacos? We're going to actually chuck Dacos here. Butters will chuck there. Dacos, I think I want in between round... Oh, so it's going to be either round 11 or 12. Round 11 or 12. I want Dacos. How do we facilitate that trade? Probably going to be Ashcroft. Al Ashcroft. And someone else. It's probably going to be like Cleary. And Cleary. Will that actually be practical? Hopefully we get him under 500 or under 6. Sorry, not under 500. Under 600. Hopefully we can do that. So Dacos we want round 11 or 12. So we'll actually put him higher on the priority list because it's going to be earlier. Butters, I have no idea how we're going to get in. I have absolutely no idea. But we're going to leave these 3 there. So if Chera leaves, so let's say we take Chera out, we keep Will Ashcroft, he goes there. So we have 4 slots. Dacos, Bont, Butters, and probably Merritt, if we can do that. So let's put Sinclair in like value options. Sinclair. So he's the only value option I'm actually trusting at this point. These 4 I would love to get as soon as possible. I think Merritt's probably gone after this week, so he's going to be tough to get. And like, this is very wishful thinking for someone with no boost and 20 trades left, but I'm willing to trade aggressively, get down to like 4 or 5 trades and just ride it out and hope. Ideally, we don't get down that low. This will be 2 trades. This will be 2. This will probably be 2. So that's 6. That'll get us down to 14 with Butters and Merritt still to get. So I think we can do it. I think it is possible. We do need some cash gen. We're going to need guys like Hustway to play. Guys like Dudley to get to like 300k. Cleary needs to probably get to like 350. Like, it's going to take a lot to go right. Clay Hall needs to come back. Apparently tore it up in the waffle. So these are my plans. And most importantly, these are my 2-week plans. So get Cherry and get Whitfield. These 2 are guaranteed top of the liners. And the problem that I did last year is I jumped on guys after like 1 or 2 rounds. I jumped on top dogs, and I think that really cooked me. Jumping on guys in round 10 that are top dogs, they have way more of a sample size of performance, so I think you can afford to do it. So that way, if we look at the total points, or if we look at the average, my final teams would have Bont, Butters, Gawn, Brayshaw, Cherry, hopefully Merritt, Whitfield, McRae, DeConey. We have a lot of the top Dacos. So yeah, like I said, wishful thinking. Realistically, are we going to get all of them? Probably not. We probably miss Merritt. But because I'm settling for the guy, these kind of guys, the top dogs now, I'm going to be full primo a little bit after probably the average team, which I don't think is a problem because of the flex position. Because you're losing that one score on field every week, I don't think it's a real problem. The other thing is it limits me with these potential fake primos like Roberts, Zorko, Holmes, Dale, basically my whole back line. But then again, like, who do you want? You know, I think the defenders, they look great early, and now all of a sudden they're all dropping off. Besides Whitfield and maybe Sheasel. So, yeah, it's an interesting season, but damn, it looks good having Gawn and Cherry in that R1, R2 position. I think literally we're just going to go Gawn and Cherry VCC every single week and not even second guess it. I have so much faith in these guys at the moment. Honestly, it's weird to say, but I think I have more faith in Cherry as a captain. He's an animal. He's an absolute animal. You watch him, he's the worst antipod to have. Like, I know Nick Dacos is annoying, watching him kick goals from 50 and stuff, but Cherry is the worst antipod because he goes up 2 points, +2, +2, +2. It's like every 30 seconds. And it's like, far out, man. Like, how can you antipod this guy for any longer? And let's have a look at Cherry's run home last year. Like, let's not forget how good he was. And this run, sorry, I got distracted here because I was going to look at this. Cherry's run now gets very easy. So I know Brisbane is quote unquote hard. Like I said, I don't think he has a hard matchup. Green, white. Yes, he has the bye. Then green, green, white, 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 yellow, white, green, 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 red at the end. He's got a dream run home. If you don't have him, he's going to be very hard to get. I'm expecting 125 plus average for the rest of the year. So 2024, we see how he finished after the bye. 131, 103, 111, 141, 119, 111, 109, 151, 144, 185, 141, 123. Those last 5 games just went absolutely ballistic. And yeah, I want him very badly. So we'll do some price projections for him real quick. Where do I do it? Here. Why isn't it coming up? Where is it? Maybe refresh? Okay, oh, there he is. Alright. So, let's say 125, which I do predict he will average for the rest of the year. Means he's really not going below 640k, as you guys can see here. So, going to be very difficult to get in. What if he goes bigger? What if he goes 130? Or 135 over the next few weeks? Then he gets to 670, 680. So, yeah. Scary fade, Cherry. And I know he's high owned. I think it's equally as scary to fade Gawn, but Gawn's good run is, I think, coming to an end. Let's have a look. Melbourne. White, red, white, green, white, orange. And then 3 reds in a row. That's not great. Yeah, so Cherry's clearly got the better run home, which we all knew in the preseason. This was the plan for me, was to capitalize on Gawn's early run and hopefully jump on a discounted Cherry. It's not really discounted at 620k, but yeah. Anyway, we're up to 24 minutes. I think this might be the longest video I've ever done. Like I said, if we can somehow facilitate a Nick Dacos after Whitfield and go Cherry, Dacos, Whitfield in 3 weeks, boy oh boy, the team will be flying. And hopefully, and I don't wish to disappoint anyone, but I hope all these value options like your Dawsons, your Rows, Warners, I hope they're all traps. And I don't think they're going to be necessarily traps, but I think they will be roller coasters. Whereas I think guys like Cherry and Dacos, Whitfield, they're going to be very consistent. So, don't want to jinx it. I thought Jordan Clark was pretty consistent, and then he dropped to 50. So, fingers crossed Cherry doesn't do that sort of shit. But I think with Cherry, another benefit of grabbing someone like Cherry is he can't get tagged. Like, it's not like you're grabbing a mid. If you're grabbing a Brayshaw, you're like, he could be tagged and then get shut right down and score a 70, and bang, everyone get him cheap. Cherry, I don't think, like, there's not really any way of stopping this guy. He's dead set an animal, and I can't stand watching North games with him out of my team anymore. So I know, might be stupid jumping off Flynn early. I don't care. He's coming in. So that's it for the video, guys. Hope everyone enjoyed. Hope everyone had a good week, and I'll see you in the next one.